We got some things to talk about.
We do, because one of these decks is a new thing.
It is a new thing. So we've got Ben dusting off Burn. He's been playing for a couple weeks now.
This is the battle of second place versus first place.
This is it.
And Lyle is pared down.
He is pared down.
So,
And Lyle is running the Jeskai Aggro list, which is something that Jeff Hooglin played
for the Open.
Played for the Open in, was it Milwaukee?
Yes. Sounds about right.
And basically, this list is, if you guys haven't seen it yet, 4 Monastery Swift Spear, 4 Storm Chaser Mage, 4 of the best creature in Magic. I'm saying it right now, dude. Mantis Rider. If you guys don't know this thing, go ahead and buy them up because it's going to be well worth it. Blue, red creature, 3/3, flying vigilance haste. It runs mutagenic growth, Gitaxian probes. This is just your in-your-face aggro. It's tempo. I mean, this is really.
So when I saw this list, because I checked it out after day one, I always like to look and see what sort of. Oh, did you draw too many cards?
Yeah, that's number 8.
So
this is why we have a table judge.
Yep. So they're gonna do the ruling for it. So when I saw this list, because it was one of the deck techs, and as soon as I saw it, I immediately texted Brett and was like, "Hey Brett, I found your deck. I know you were looking for it.
I was.
You've been talking about how you wanted to switch it up and play something different, and I sent in this list.
It's true. It's everything I wanted in a deck. It's got permission in the sideboard. It's got removal spells. It's got Mantis Rider. Oh, by the way, it has Path to Exile. I mean, it's got everything I need.
So
in a Magic deck.
I mean, Brett tried to make Mantis Rider work a while ago.
I did,
but that was like in a Delver list, I think, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But this is a in your face kind of thing.
So Scalding Tarn passes Arid Mesa for Ben, going to 17.
It runs only 6 fetch lands.
Yes. Well, so, I mean, the thing is it runs Mutagenics, it runs Gitaxian, it runs a lot of cantrips. Ben playing a Wild Nakatl. And passing. Lyle fetching. And so we realized after trying to put this deck together that you take a lot of damage.
Yeah, because we didn't have all the lands as of this night.
Correct. There are a couple of the fast lands that came out of Kaladesh, Inspiring Vantage, Lyle opting for Seachrome Coast, which is what Jeff Hooglin had, with a Storm Chaser Mage, dealing 1 damage. This is going to be quick and easy.
Yeah, you're going to see just kind of a lot of play spell, play creature, pass kind of thing, in these initial things. And then you're going to see Lyle just go, all right, Serum Visions, draw a card, Gitaxian Probe, Lightning Bolt, trigger, deal a bunch of damage. You see actually 2 bolts, and it looks like 2 Snapcasters in hand right now for Lyle.
Ooh, that seems pretty good. Oh, I forgot to mention it also runs Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ben, bam, Goblin Guy, Monastery Swift Spear. Here's a Mutagenic
on top. Takes 3. Bingo. Opponent adjusts life total.
Well, you didn't even give him a chance.
He so never. Fast. Like Ben is all about.
He's like, no, I got you. Don't worry.
Look, I did this damage. And Lyle actually made a comment last week saying, I never really adjust my life because my opponents always do it for me.
Oh.
Why would I adjust my life on the life pad? My opponent's just going to do it. Like, maybe if they didn't do it, then I'd get better about it. But, like, I just sit and play my game, and they're just doing it for me. Which is a fair point. Like,
I guess it's fair. That's fine. So 2 bolts, a mutagenic growth. Hey, Lyle's writing the totals down on his pad.
He does. Like, he's got his own pad. He doesn't, like... It happens. All right, so...
And Lightning Bolt to the Swift Spear. Trigger, Prowess, Combat. Here's 2 damage. And gonna pass back. So, I mean, Lyle and that's the other thing about this deck is I think it runs what we say 18 lands.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit lighter. It's like a burn deck, really.
Yeah.
So you really just gotta really be choosy about the lands that you have. Now he has all the colors he needs.
But he could definitely benefit from one extra, so we could be able to snap.
Correct. So here's a Vapor Snag. Is going to be revealed. Take 2 damage. Go to 14.
Lava Spike.
All right. Deal 1.
Down to 11.
Ben looks like he's going to... He's got an Atarka's Command in hand.
Debating what he wants to fetch for.
Gonna go to 12, so he's gonna grab a mountain.
Eidolon is actually a really nice play here.
Sadness.
Because a lot of the stuff that Lyle wants to try to do are also Phyrexia related. Mutagenic, Ataxians.
True.
Some of the benefits are being able to just dump these, get a bunch of triggers, and be set up nicely.
So he's got a decision to make. Does he risk taking a little bit of damage, remove that Eidolon to allow himself to push in more damage, or... I mean, so he's got...
He could do 3 damage this turn.
Oh, he's gonna pass. Okay.
Kill the guide and bounce the Eidolon. But this time he can choose to just...
Yo, welcome back, dude. Welcome back.
Looks like a Searing Blaze, Boros Charm in hand.
Ooh, having a Boros Charm is definitely scary.
The problem is, he's got no white. He fetched for a basic mountain instead of...
Oh, good point. Yeah,
Sacred
good point.
Foundry.
Good point.
Freebie. Block like so.
Mm-hmm.
Bolt the guide. Takes 2.
Trigger Prowess.
And Ben's left with no creatures.
Tarka's Command. +1/+1. Eidolon Trigger. Modes being pump the team, deal 3 damage.
That's what I would think, but even that, you're not saving your guide here, but you're saving your Eidolon. Eidolon will, because right now Storm Chaser is a 2/4.
Right.
So
I mean, this is up to Lyle to...
Because Ben knows with only a blue-white land and the spells that are available, Lyle has a Vapor Snag. If he chooses to play the Vapor Snag, it's basically going to play it on the Goblin Guide. He'll lose 2 more life, but kills off the Eidolon.
More like Eudolon.
Am I right? There's a bingo spot that your Eidolon deals more damage to you than your opponent.
Is there?
Should be. Or maybe it's for next season. Shh.
No, dude.
I can't ever remember.
Spoilers.
As long as you remember the triggers.
Vapor Snag.
Oh.
Trigger. Lyle goes to 7. Ben will go to 9.
Ouch. Guide's dead, though.
Cacao.
Lightning Bolt killed him.
Yep. Storm Chaser's still alive. Man, you know what would be great here? Twisted Image.
You know what would be also great? An extra land.
There we go. Passes back.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought that was a fetch
No,
for a second. I was also about to get real scared.
It's the Kaladesh blue-red fast land.
So now...
Oh, I'm sorry. No, combat. I see his hand gestures and I thought, here's a Snapcaster Mage, target Lightning Bolt, deal 3 to you, trigger...
Deal 5 to you.
Yeah, so 3 off the Lightning Bolt, 2 more from Storm Chaser.
If he throws down Eidolon, it could lock out the game here. Because...
Draws a Lava Spike. But plays Searing Blaze.
1 and 1. Lava Spike for game.
Nice. Okay. So, very good sequencing on Ben's part.
Yes.
Being able to...
That was a really nice play.
Yeah.
Lyle fighting an uphill battle there with only 2 lands up till the end. Because like you saw, he had that 2 snaps and those 2 bolts in hand since the beginning. Well, 3 bolts because he played 1 earlier. So like he was set up in a very tough spot, and Ben was not going to make it easy for him. So let's take gander at our hands.
Sure.
Who are you reading? Why don't you read Lyle's?
Perfect. All right. So Lyle's got 2 Spell Pierce, 1 Pyroclasm, 2 Path to Exile, 1 Dispel, 2 Blessed Alliance, 1 Vendelian Click, 1 Intervention Pact, 2 Wear and Tear, 1 Deflecting Palm, and 2 Surgical Extraction. And I need to take a look at this Intervention Pact.
Did we pick up Blessed Alliances yet for your deck? No. All right, we need to still.
All right. Instant, cost 0. The next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. You gain life equal to the damage prevented this way. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 1 white. If you don't, you lose the game. Oh, nice.
It's the white pack that nobody ever uses.
Pack. Well, so all right, so let's talk about something real quick because I've interviewed Lyle. I've talked to Lyle. We did the deck tech with the blue-white mid-range. Yes. And he talked about having fog effects. And here we go.
This is his fog effect.
This is his fog effect for this deck. Is the Intervention Pact. So in the burn matchup, the Dispel. Obviously, we saw how good it was when Julia played it, so I like that Dispel there. Yeah. Path to Exile seems pretty decent. Pyroclasm, yes. And Blessed Alliance. Those are the cards that I like in this matchup. Now, the interesting thing is you have to be careful of what you shave down. This being kind of a quicker matchup, as much as I don't want to, I think that you kind of have to view a lot of your cantrips that you're taking damage from. You're running a lot of 4-ofs, Gitaxian Probe, Mutagenic Growth. Yes. So shaving down on a couple of those to make room for a Dispel, a little bit of permission, some removal, that's kind of where I am.
Yeah, I think the Gitaxians are the safer bets because the Mutagenics will also make it easier for you to kill your opponent. But that's a really good point to make there. So Ben's side of things, he's rocking out 2 Path to Exile, 3 Destructive Revelry, 2 Grim Lavamancer, 2 Deflecting Palm, 2 Skullcrack, 2 Ensnaring Bridge, and 2 Sudden Shock. So Deflecting Palms, Path to Exiles, the glaring cards.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this could save your life. Deflecting Palm for sure, because this is another deck that's like, oh, here's a bunch of damage coming from 1 to 2 creatures. So that little switcheroo, especially we saw last game where it was 4 and 4, very even life totals there, like very possible to do the switcheroo and just finish it off. Path, kind of the same thing, only a low amount of damage, or there's a decent amount of damage coming from a low amount of creatures. Sudden Shock is nice for the split second, but really it kills off Snapcaster and it kills off
Swift Spear.
Swift Spear.
That's about it.
like
you're not gonna hit a Storm Chaser Mage. That's a 1/3. You're not gonna hit the Mantis Rider. That's a 3/3.
Exactly.
So it has less targets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean those are the ones that I care about. You're not worried about artifacts or enchantments, so no destructive revelry. I think really that's like the big things. Like Skullcrack, meh. I'd rather have a Tarkus command.
I don't hate. Well, I guess it's the same argument you made with Sudden Shock. Grim Lavamancer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it only hits 2 out of the 4
creatures. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Lyle will be on the play. Hopefully able to have a turn 1 play this time. He did have a lot of removal, which is probably kind of where he was thinking he wanted to be at. The aggro list is fairly close in the same kind of build up, I think, with Infect. Like you kind of just like, all right, do I have it? You know, you can swing in for 1, 2, whatever, but really you're just going for that one massive 9-10 point swing.
Yeah, you could like all right, chip away, here's 3, here's 2 damage. You're gonna fetch, you're gonna shock probably.
Yep.
Okay, boom. Gataxian Probe, Gataxian, Mutagenic, gotcha.
You really want to rely on your opponent taking damage, which is huge in this format, from themselves. I guess that's the price you pay for being able to look at your opponent's hand for 2 life and
that's true.
+2/+2 to a target creature. So let's take a look at 7 cards.
Ben making sure he's got a 7 this time. Doesn't want to make that mistake.
Arid Mesa, Monastery Swiftspear, 3 lands. Okay. Looks like maybe a Blessed Alliance?
So besides sacking a creature, you can gain 4 life.
Gain 4 life, which is very relevant.
What's the last one? I can't remember.
And
those are the 2 that's like the big relevant ones that you see get used more often than not.
Untap 2 target creatures, or target opponent sacrifice. Oh, wait, I already talked about that one.
Alright, untap up to 2 target creatures.
And Lyle's saying, let's take a look at this. What is...
Swift Spear.
Oh, Pyroclasm.
Mutagenic. Pyroclasm. Was that in the sideboard? Or was that in the main?
Sideboard. There's at least 1. Oh, no. It's just 1. 1 Pyroclasm.
I like that a lot, actually.
The 1 Pyroclasm?
Yeah. So why would Pyroclasm actually be beneficial in this deck? That normally you don't run something like that in a creature-based deck.
Well, I mean, it's a sweeper.
Right. So
anyone that's playing a deck that goes wide, Zoo, Affinity, Pyroclasm is going to be able to kind of clean up the board on your opponent's side, right?
So it just does 2 damage across the board.
Okay. Oh, well, it's a prowess.
Exactly. Yeah.
Trigger prowess. It gets you right above that.
The damage that would normally kill all your stuff off. Yeah.
Yep.
So like if you're sitting there and your opponent's starting to gum up the board with stuff, you can be like, all right, Pyroclasm, prowess trigger. Yep. Now your stuff's dead, and now I'm swinging in for more damage.
Yeah. Nice.
So I do like that actually. That's.
Main nice. Phase 1 Pyroclasm.
Mm-hmm.
Kablam. 6 cards for Ben? Or is that 5?
Looks like 5.
Yeah, that's 5. The wildest in the Coddles. Arid Mesa comes down. And he's going to start off with a Monastery Swiftspear. Beaten for 1. All the Mantis Riders are gone everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Ben going to 16.
So I'm going to check Goldfish later and see as they start to slowly increase in price.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, does that count as a bingo spot? As Ben's turn 1, he's ended with 16 or less life. Or because we said end turn 1 was 16 or less life, right? Does that count as a slot on bingo?
End turn 1 with 16 or less. Yep, bingo.
Bingo.
I mean, this Jeskai Aggro deck kind of fits where I think Modern is in a metagame right now. Just hyper aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Defeat your opponent as quickly as possible. Ask questions later.
Yes.
We'll figure out what you're playing after you're dead.
Mm-hmm. And it's positioned nicely too because it
has a lot of evasion.
It does, and like a deck that was doing pretty well in the meta, in fact, does not match up well against this deck at all. It does so much burst damage. It has so many ways to deal with creatures with Lightning Bolt, Lightning Helix, Vapor Snags. Like, this is not a matchup that you want to be facing. And there's, Pyroclasm.
Nice. Clean up that Nikado. Here's hoping you don't have another.
I mean, that was the perfect time to hit with Nikado, or to use Pyroclasm against Nikado before he was getting too big. Oh, is he going to Mutagenic to save it? Nice. Yeah, Ben was putting his hopes on the Searing Blaze and dumping his hand. Now he's got 2 cards left. Trigger. You'll take 5. Go to 9.
Lyle keeping a pretty decent
Searing
hand.
Blaze again.
Yeah, here we go.
I guess that's fine.
Yeah, that's a dead Swift Spear.
Bling, bling. I think that's risky going for basic mountain here, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe because he had the guide. I just feel like last time, or previously tonight, Ben has been like, if I had a Sacred Foundry, this Borostrom kills you.
Did he have Boros in hand, or are you just thinking...
Previously.
Yeah.
Not this round,
Gotcha.
but a previous round where it's like, you're at 4 life, but I have 2 mountains.
But see, Ben being able to... Lyle having to pass back...
Without doing anything.
Correct. Here's Goblin Guide.
Yeah, I guess because I don't know if he has anything that costs white right now. So that's just a basic statement at this point. Okay.
Snapcaster.
Bolt this, block that.
Alright, so able to prevent the damage. Oh,
a Tarkus Command.
We'll lose 1.
3 to you. Keep one of my guides alive. Yep. Did the triggers go off? Did I miss that? Oh, well, it was wear and tear anyway. For Goblin Guides attacking.
Yeah, it was wear and tear.
Okay. Pass.
It's got another Snapcaster in hand. And Blessed Alliance.
Trigger.
Shows us, wow, Snapcasters. The Titan himself. $40.
Pick those up while you're at it, guys.
Yeah, buy all the Snapcasters. Let's get that back up.
Yeah. I mean, we have a playset already. We're okay.
I imagine they'll probably go up in price if the Mantis Riders are all bought out.
Yeah. Actually, I've been thinking about maybe looking into buying some on Magic Online.
Bolt that Snapcaster Mage. Basically saying, hey man, I'm going to whittle you down. Go into 3.
Mm-hmm.
We know that he's going to draw another snap.
So he was using that as a way to block with.
Mm-hmm.
But before blockers, I'm going to bolt it. There's another snap in hand. There's also that Blessed Alliance. You never want to Blessed Alliance seer second creature. You'd probably rather use it for 4 life. But that might have to come down to at this point.
Storm Chaser Mage. Creatures for days.
Yeah.
So...
Sack creature.
Sack that guy. Draw the Storm Chaser. So at this point, Lyle has to hope, hey man, have you run out of gas now?
Yeah. He's got the snap, but doesn't have the 4th land to snap Blessed Alliance, gain life.
Right.
So, I think you just have to play Storm Chaser Mage here and pass.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Storm Chaser is a very effective blocker. Does not survive Bolt, but is an effective blocker for a lot of the creatures that the burn deck is putting out. So I think that's a fine play.
Mm-hmm. And then, at this point, it's just kind of I hope that you do not draw a burn spell here, really.
Right.
It's kind of what it's set up as. I mean,
plays the Foundry, passes back.
This is...
It's worrisome.
This is tough.
Draws Vantage.
No blocks. That's the red-white fast land.
Yes.
Galadesh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Deal 1. Monastery Swiftspear. Swing 1.
Pink.
Oh my. This is...
He's got a deflecting bomb in hand, I bet.
Does he?
Oh, I bet. Because now, if he goes...
Oh boy.
To pump it up
Is that my dude? Did I just see a Mantis Rider?
Oh, I think it might be.
Oh boy. Come on. What's up? Mantis Rider.
Combat.
Here's 4 total. Exactsies.
Deflect him. Bam!
Man.
Deflected. You're tapped out. Oh, no.
Dang it.
Oh, we've gotten to see it twice tonight.
Bingo.
Bingo. Get that deflecting palm spot filled in on your bingo boards.
Why you gotta do that to my boy Mantis Rider?
Oh.
That was timely.
That was.
Mm.
I'm a fan of deflecting palm.
It's alright.
It's alright.
It's alright.
It's such a feel bad card when you get hit with it.
It is.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's 2 in one night, right?
Night.
Get on that hype train. 2 kills in one night from deflecting palm. I mean, it helps having so many burn players playing at the shop now.
I mean, I guess what you say help is something else entirely.
So, hi guys, we're back. We got to see this Jeskai Aggro deck in action against Burn. Didn't do as well, sadly, as he would have liked, but that's okay. Still, we got to see it in action. They were very tight and close games.
They were.
Mantis Rider. If only he'd come down just a little bit earlier.
Rip Mantis Rider.
So let's keep sliding through because we got one more round.
One more round to go. Let's take a look at these point totals.
Mm-hmm.
This is the match at least one person's been looking forward to. Yeah, dude. First try, Carmen San Diego.
Yep.
If I had some currency, I'd give it to you right now.
But soon. We'll be giving out some mana.
We can do that, by the way. I think that's...
You think
if we get people to vote, they can vote in chat on who they want, but he's also Slash. No, this... no.
He doesn't have sunglasses on.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to wear... Here, hand me those sunglasses. We'll take a look. But I can't see, so...
All right. So, Johnny Boyd, undefeated currently, going into it, 12 points.
Johnny's playing a fun deck, too. You know what I mean?
All right, let's see some Slash.
Yo, Lila Boy is following. Thank you so much, dude. See now, I mean, I guess it all depends on what eyewear, you know. But hey, what's up? This can go both ways.
But then you see if we get him a mustache too, he could be Captain Hook.
I could.
So
God, I don't know how anyone could do that with this much hair.
just all depends. So let's just jump into round 5.
Game
guys.
5.
We've been having fun with this Halloween so far. Let's see who it is. Oh!
Yeah, so